Now, I see a lot of entrepreneurs here, and I know many of you are facing challenges. Some of you may feel like giving up because things just aren't working out the way you expected. I've been there. I know what it's like when nothing seems to go your way. You try everything, and yet the door doesn't open. It can be frustrating, discouraging, and at times you feel like quitting. But today I'm here to tell you, don't give up. Success is just around the corner, and when things aren't working, it doesn't mean it's the end of the road. It just means it's time to take a new path. Let me start with a personal story. Many of you know that I applied for jobs after college. And when I say applied, I mean I applied for everything. KFC came to China, 24 people applied, 23 got accepted. Guess who was the only one who didn't get the job? That's right, me. I applied to Harvard University 10 times. 10 times, and each time they rejected me. Can you imagine? My email inbox was filled with rejection letters. I think even my spam folder was rejecting me at some point. But here's the thing. Every rejection, every no, every door that slammed in my face, it taught me something. It taught me resilience. It taught me that failure is not a dead end, it's a detour. If one door doesn't open, knock on another. And if that one doesn't open, build your own door. As entrepreneurs, we are builders, creators, and problem solvers. When things aren't working, it's not because you're failing, it's because you haven't found the right solution yet. When I started Alibaba, we were not successful overnight. In fact, for many years, we were far from successful. In 1999, I gathered a group of my friends in my apartment and told them about my vision for this company. We had no money, no technology, and barely any knowledge of the internet. Can you imagine pitching an internet company when most people didn't even know what the internet was? But we had a dream, and dreams are powerful things. They can make you do things that seem impossible. But the road to achieving that dream is often full of bumps, twists, and turns. It's like driving on a road with potholes. You'll feel like your wheels are going to fall off. Sometimes you might even run out of gas. But what do you do when you're out of gas? You don't abandon the car, right? You find a way to get more fuel and keep going. Entrepreneurship is no different. You might be out of cash, out of ideas, out of energy, but you're never out of possibilities. The key is to keep looking for fuel new ideas, new strategies, new approaches. Let's talk about failure for a second. Failure is a good thing. Yes, you heard me right. Failure is not something to be feared. It's something to be embraced. You know why? Because every failure teaches you something that success never will. When you succeed, you celebrate, right? You pop champagne, you call your friends, you post on social media. But what do you learn? Not much. You already won. When you fail, however, you reflect. You ask yourself, why didn't that work? What can I do differently next time? Failure is like a mirror. It forces you to look at yourself and see where you can improve. So if you're failing right now, good, you're on the right path. The trick is to fail fast, learn fast, and move on fast. Don't let failure be the reason you stop. Let it be the reason you grow. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make when things aren't working is to keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You know what that's called, right? Insanity. When things aren't working, you must innovate. Don't be afraid to try something new. The world is changing so fast, and if you don't change with it, you'll get left behind. At Alibaba, we had to innovate constantly. We started as an e-commerce company, but soon realized that wasn't enough. We had to build our own payment system, Alipay, because the banks weren't ready for online payments. People told me I was crazy. Who's going to trust an online payment system, they asked. But I believed in it, and today, Alipay is one of the largest payment platforms in the world. So, when things aren't working, don't panic. Don't give up. Instead, ask yourself, what can I do differently? How can I adapt to this new situation? It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Now, I want to share with you a little secret that has helped me over the years. Be curious like a child. Children are amazing, aren't they? They are full of questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do birds fly? Why can't I have ice cream for breakfast? They are never afraid to ask questions, even if the questions seem silly to adults. As entrepreneurs, we must never lose that childlike curiosity. When things aren't working, ask questions. Why isn't this working? Is there a better way to do this? Can I learn from someone else's success or failure? The moment you stop asking questions is the moment you stop growing. Curiosity leads to discovery. Discovery leads to innovation, and innovation leads to success. I know that when things aren't working, it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to fall into a negative mindset and start thinking, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Maybe I should quit. But let me tell you something. The most successful entrepreneurs are not the smartest ones. They are the most resilient ones. A positive mindset is one of your greatest assets. When you believe that things will get better, you'll find a way to make it happen. But if you focus on the problems, you'll only see more problems. It's like wearing a pair of sunglasses indoors. You're only seeing darkness because you're blocking out the light. So take off those metaphorical sunglasses and start looking for the opportunities hidden in the challenges. Every problem is an opportunity in disguise. It's like a puzzle. Once you figure it out, you'll realize the solution was right there all along. Now, this is something I cannot stress enough. You need to surround yourself with the right people. When things aren't working, it's not just about you. It's about your team. It's about the people you choose to go on this journey with. At Alibaba, I didn't build this company alone. I had a team of people who believed in the vision as much as I did. We didn't have a lot of experience, but we had passion, and we supported each other through the tough times. As an entrepreneur, you need to find people who believe in your vision, even when the rest of the world doesn't. These are the people who will lift you up when you fall, who will push you to keep going when you feel like quitting. They are your safety net. Choose your team wisely, because they can make or break your success. I want to share something important. Timing is everything. Sometimes things aren't working not because you're doing something wrong, but because the timing isn't right. Think about it. If I had started Alibaba 5 years earlier, before people were ready for e-commerce, it would have failed. If I had started it 5 years later, someone else would have beaten me to it. Timing is crucial in business. So, if things aren't working right now, maybe it's not because your idea is bad. Maybe the market just isn't ready yet. Be patient. Keep working on your idea, refine it, and wait for the right moment. When the timing is right, everything will fall into place. I want to leave you with this thought. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. There's no finish line in entrepreneurship. There's always something new to learn, something new to achieve, and something new to overcome. When things aren't working, it's just a part of the journey. It's not the end. It's just a chapter in your story. And what makes a great story? Conflict, challenges, and overcoming the odds. Your story is still being written, and the best part is yet to come. So, my fellow entrepreneurs, when things aren't working, don't look back and regret. Don't focus on the past mistakes, the failures, the rejections. Instead, look forward. Focus on what you can do next. Focus on what you can change, what you can improve, because the future is full of possibilities, and you are the ones who will shape it. Remember, every successful entrepreneur has faced failure. Every great idea was once a crazy idea, and every big breakthrough came after countless setbacks. So keep going, keep innovating, keep asking questions, and most importantly, never give up. Thank you. Now go out there and make things happen.